Okay, so ang topic natin for today or for this afternoon is rediscovering college readiness. So first of all, I would like to thank you for your participation and also for your dedication to attend in this kind of conference and in this kind of event. Okay, so rediscovering college readiness ang ating topic. So before we proceed, I would like to ask our Apex student na na ating attendees for this afternoon, kindly chat or kindly include in the chat box kung ano yung napo-prospect ninyong course ninyo pagdating sa college, because I do believe our audience for this afternoon is both grade 11 and grade 12 students na from ABM and Hume Strand. Can I ask for our students to please kindly chat or type in the chat box kung ano yung mga course na pino-prospect ninyo pagdating niyo ng college, okay? So I'm going to wait for you sa pag-type ng chat box. Okay lang kung hindi pa kayo sure kung yun yung college course na gusto niyo i-take sa college, but I'm just curious kung ano yung mga gusto niyo i-take, okay? Okay, sabi ni Kristen Marie, siya daw gusto niya daw i-take ay criminology. Okay, how about the others? Okay, sabi ni Kathy is business ad, sabi ni Kurt Wallace is agriculture, sabi ni Luigi is business economics. Sabi ni Jean Rafael is teaching. Okay. Jean May is medtech. Okay. Thank you for your participation. Okay. Sa mga iba hindi ko nabasa. Okay. Thank you pa rin. And thank you for your participation in the chat box. Okay. So as we proceed to our topic, rediscovering college readiness, I would like to start with a story. Okay. And this story is the story of John and Peter. Si John and Peter nag-a-apply sila for college course, okay? And then sa university na in-applyan nila, kailangan nilang mag-take ng interview, okay? For just a college interview examination. And then ang unang sumalang sa interview ay si John, okay? And then sunod ay si Peter. And to take note, ang kanilang course na ina-applyan sa university ay philosophy. So ibig sabihin, kailangan mag-gauge nung professor kung paano sila sumagot, yung critical thinking nila, yung problem solving nila. So ang unang sumalang sa interview ay si John. And then after ni John, after 15 minutes of his interview, nagtanong si Peter kay John na, John, pwede mo ba akong tulungan kung na mag-prepare for the interview? Kasi sobrang kinakabahan si Peter for this interview entrance examination. And then sabi naman ni John, hindi ko pwedeng sabihin sa iyo kung ano yung tanong na binigay sa akin ng professor. And then sabi ni Peter, okay lang yon. Sige, sabihin mo na lang sa akin kung ano yung sagot na binigay mo. Okay, so hindi na nagtanong si Peter kung ano yung tanong na tinanong kay John during the interview, pero ang tinanong na lang ni Peter ay kung anong sagot ang binigay ni John sa interview. And then dahil mabait na kaibigan si John, ang ginawa ni John ay binigay niya yung mga sagot na sinagot niya during the interview. At ito yung unang sabi ni John. Sabi ni John, ito yung una kong sagot. It is not wise to choose one day when in history there are a lot of events and activities and actions happening. But it came down to 1987. Sabi ni Peter, okay, iti-take down notes ko yan. And then sabi pa ni Peter, ano pa dyan? Bigyan mo pa ako ng mga sagot na binigay mo sa interview. And then sabi naman ni John, isa pa sa mga sagot na binigay ko, it is not fair to choose one particular person when there are so many people involved in this kind of thing. So makikita mo talaga na they are preparing to to enter this university para makakuha ng philosophy degree. And then sabi pa ni Peter, isa pa dyan. Okay, last na. Bigyan mo pa ako ng isang sagot na binigay mo sa interview. And then sabi ni John, this country ordained a committee. They are responsible for all the research and are entitled to give us the answer. So yun yung tatlong sagot na binigay ni John sa interview na shinare niya kay Peter. Ngayon, pagdating nung narinig yun ni Peter, okay na siya, feeling niya ready na siya para sumabak dun sa interview. And then pagsabak ni Peter sa interview, binigay niya yung resume niya o yung kanyang form sa professor na magi interview sa kanya. And during the interview, sabi ng professor, your application form is incomplete. What is your date of birth? Sabi ng professor. Ang sagot ni Peter, it is not wise to choose one day when in history there are a lot of events and activities and actions happening. But it came to 1987. Sabi ng professor niya, huh? Again, look, your form is far from completion. What is your father's name? Sabi ng professor niya. Sagot naman ni Peter, It is not fair to choose one particular person when there are so many people involved in this kind of thing. And then sobrang na-irate na yung professor ni Peter dahil hindi niya na alam kung ano yung mga sinasagot ni Peter sa kanya. Sabi ng professor, "What? Have you lost your mind?" Sabi naman ni Peter, "This country ordained a committee. They are responsible for all the research and are entitled to give us the answer." Humorous as it is, pero meron tayong lesson na pwedeng matutunan in this illustration. And the lesson that we can learn, sometimes we prepare exhaustively and sincerely, but little do we know we prepare wrongly. Ulitin ko po, sometimes we prepare exhaustively and sincerely, but little do we know we prepare wrongly. Sometimes nagpe-prepare tayo sa isang life event na paparating sa atin or in our transition of our life. Yes, we know how to prepare, but little do we know we prepare wrongly. And then like any other event, life event sa buhay natin, college requires planning and preparation. So nagpe-prepare tayo for birthday, nagpe-prepare tayo for anniversary, nagpe-prepare tayo for our holidays, Christmas or New Year, and like any other life event, your transition from senior high school to college also requires planning and preparation. And my hope na as you attend this event, this conference, is not just for you to prepare merely, but for you to prepare in a right manner. Not for you to end up like Peter, na nag-prepare exhaustively and sincerely, pero he prepared wrongly. Ngayon, tingnan muna natin kung ano yung mga common ways to college readiness. Pahapyawan lang natin sila because hindi ito yung pinaka-main topic natin. But as you dig into this conference and in this topic natin this afternoon, let me present to you kung ano yung mga common ways to college readiness. According sa Harvard University and Oxford University, ito yung mga common ways for us to prepare for college. Una, prepare an academic plan. Pangalawa, secure yung documents and requirements. Ano yung mga kailangan mong i-prepare na kailangan mong ipasa as a requirement doon sa university na pagtitake mo ng iyong college course. And then ensure high grade point average. Ibig sabihin, kailangan mataas yung grade mo para i-ensure mo na makapasok ka doon sa course na talagang dinidesire mo. And then take as many entrance examinations as you can. Sobrang popular ng tip na to na kailangan more entrance examinations, more chances of winning. Isa pa sa mga common ways to college readiness, create a budget or financial strategy. And then lastly is to choose your desired university. Ito yung mga common ways to college readiness. Sometimes ginagawa na natin to or maybe nagawa niyo na to bago kayo mag-enroll sa APEC. But in this afternoon, what I'm going to offer to you, APEC students, is for us to rediscover college readiness. For me to give you some tips and life skills na pwede nyong ma-apply for you to say na hindi ka lang nag-prepare exhaustively at hindi ka lang din nag-prepare sincerely, pero nag-prepare ka rin in a right manner. So kaya ang topic natin this afternoon is rediscovering college readiness. What does it take to be college ready? Okay, so bago ko mag-proceed sa ating topic, may I ask once again Apex students to kindly participate in the chat box. Kindly type R if you are ready. Kindly type R if you are ready for our topic, Rediscovering College Readiness. Okay, so nakita ko na si Kurt Wallace, si Luigi, si Sofia, si Victor. Okay, shout out to all of you for your participation. I appreciate it. Si Casey, nag-R na rin. Si Tricia May. Okay, so ready na tayo mga Apex students to rediscover college readiness. What does it take to be college ready? Pero bago tayo tumungo doon sa pinaka main topic natin, rediscovering college readiness, pahapyawan din muna natin. Why college readiness? Bakit nandito kayo sa Google Meet na ito nag nagte-take down notes kung ano yung pwede niyong matutunan from this conference, from this event? Bakit kailangan mag-perform ng isang conference or event ang inyong mga learners facilitators or ang inyong university para mag na mag-prepare ng isang event about college readiness. Ano yung importance ng college readiness? Napakaraming factors. You can research about this, but Apex students, I'm going to give you three C's to why college readiness is very important, to why this event is very important, and that you need to take this very seriously. First C is to contribute your talents, interest, and core skills to what matters to you. First C, contribute. Pagdating sa college, you will narrow your life more. You will narrow your sabihin natin yung lifestyle or yung habit, your way of life. You will be more specific sa kung anong gagawin mo sa college. Kaya college readiness is very important para yung talent, interest, and core skills na meron ka, mailagay mo doon sa kung ano yung talagang mahalaga sa'yo. Because one of the causes of burnout is meaninglessness. Meaninglessness causes a lack of willingness. Pagdating mo sa college, kapag hindi mo gusto yung inaaral mo, most likely you will quit or most likely you will get burned out. Kaya ngayon pa lang while you are preparing for college, before you enter college, you have to be prepared para pagtungtong mo ng college sa university at sa course na ite-take mo, you are going to contribute your talent and interest to what matters to you. Ano yung isa pang reason bakit mahalaga itong college readiness event is for you to consume your time meaningfully. Kapag na-contribute mo yung talent and interest mo sa kung ano talaga yung mahalaga sa'yo in college, you will consume your time meaningfully. Marami nagsasabi, time is spelled T-I-M-E. Yes, that is correct technically. Pero let me give you a life skill or a reminder or principle that time is spelled L-I-F-E. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Where you spend your time, you spend your life. Where you spend your time in college, you will spend your life into that in college. Where you spend your 4 years, your time of 4 years in college, you will spend your life of 4 years in college. Kaya una, to contribute your talents para mas magamit mo yung time mo meaningfully because time is spelled L-I-F-E. Where you spend your time in college, you will spend your life into that thing in college. Kaya college readiness is very important para mas magamit mo yung resource mo of time and life meaningfully. And the last is to chase for college completion. So Apex students, etong event na to for of college readiness, you are not preparing for the sake of preparation. You are preparing for the sake of completion. You prepare not for the sake of preparation, but to aim for completion. Yung etymology o yung language ng word na ready, based on my research, isa siyang military word na kung saan ang ibig sabihin is arranged beforehand. And then the next definition is to win. And then pagsasamahin mo, arranged beforehand to win. Ibig sabihin yung mga military army na nagpe-prepare for a war, hindi sila nagpe-prepare para maging prepared lang sila for the sake of preparation. They are preparing for them to win the war. At ganun din pagdating sa college readiness, for you to chase college completion. Hindi lang para masabi mong prepared ka na for college, prepared ka na for a higher education, pero prepared ka para tapusin yung task, yung higher education kung saan mo ilalaan yung time mo in college. Again, why college readiness is very important. Tatlong C, to contribute your talent, interest, and core skills to what matters to you, and to consume your time meaningfully, and to chase for college completion. So I hope Apex students, I laid out kung ano yung importance ng college readiness before we proceed sa ating topic of rediscovering college readiness. So, bago tayo mag-proceed Apex students, tignan muna natin as a recap. Nag-share ako sa inyo ng story of John and Peter. Nilaid out ko sa inyo yung mga common ways for college readiness. And then ito yung importance ng college readiness. Now the next question is how to prepare for college. And then how can we rediscover college readiness? And that is our topic this afternoon. Okay, so before I proceed, before kung ibigay kung ano yung first tip or first way para mag-prepare tayo for college, can I ask for a heart react? Kung nandiyan pa kayo, Apex students, if you are still listening, okay? If you are ready now for our topic of college readiness. Okay, yon. Thank you for your heart reaction and for your participation. So, how to be ready for college? Again, our topic is rediscovering college readiness through these 5 steps. Una, review your calling. Review your calling. Ngayon, maybe for some of you, for Apex students, iniisip ninyo, calling is a noble word. Calling implies philosophical and religious connotations. Yes, maybe big word para sa iba yung calling. But let me clarify calling is. Calling is your chosen meaningful way of life. Calling is your chosen meaningful way of life. Ano yung factor nito? Dapat pinili mo at dapat meaningful. Yun yung calling. And then in college, your calling is in the form of your chosen course and degree. Ano ulit yung definition ng calling? Your chosen meaningful way of life. At pagtungtong nyo ng college, ang calling ninyo is in the package of your chosen degree. Yung iba nagsabi, criminology, yung iba nagsabi business ad, yung iba nagsabi medtech, yung iba agriculture and economics. Pagdating nyo ng college, before you prepare for college, before you pursue that your desired or prospected course, you have to review your calling. Ngayon, for some Apex students na nandito sa Google Meet, maybe meron na kayong prospected na course or degree na gusto nyong i-pursue pagdating sa college, o yung iba naman medyo confused pa or medyo namimili pa kayo kung ano talagang gusto nyong i-take sa college. Let me help you to review your calling. Let me help you to give you some set of questions na pwede nyong itanong sa sarili ninyo para masabi ninyo na this is my calling, this is the chosen meaningful way of life I would like to pursue in college. And for some of you na wala pang chosen degree, maybe this set of questions can help you to clarify kung ano yung iti-take mo sa college. So ready? Review your calling. Number one, what academic subject interests you and why? Okay, again, this set of questions, these are the set of questions na pwede mong tanungin sa sarili mo for you to review your calling para mas ma-clarify mo kung ano yung college course na gusto mong i-take. Number one, what academic subject interests you? Apex students, in this event, meron akong confession na gusto kong i-share sa inyo. And that confession is, kung narinig niyo kanina sa aking introduction, I am a graduate of Human Resource Management course. Pero my confession, Apex students, to all of you is that Human Resource Management is not my first choice. Is not my first choice. HR is not my first college course choice. Ang aking choice when I was in APEC sa bago ako tumuntong ng college, my first college course is philosophy. I love philosophy. And the academic subject of philosophy interests me. Bakit? Because to I want to study kung ano yung development ng thoughts. I want to study the development of worldview and ideas na meron tayo ngayon. So, as I review my calling way back nung nasa APEC ako, I want to pursue philosophy. Pero bakit ako nag-end up sa HR? That is a different story. Pero in this point, I would like to share with you and to confess with you that my first college course choice is philosophy. Why? Because the academic subject of philosophy interests me. And for APEC students na nakikinig ngayon and why you are attending this event, for you to review your calling, your chosen course, your chosen degree, ask yourself, what academic subject interests you? Baka yung iba sa inyo interested kayo kung paano mag-engineering, kung ano yung mga process sa accounting and also sa psychology or also even in philosophy or marketing. You have to ask yourself, what academic subject interests you? Pero hindi lang dapat doon nagtatapos. You have to ask yourself, why? Bakit? Why that particular academic subject interests you. So next question is, what inspires or motivates you? Ano yung mga naka-inspire at nakaka-motivate sa'yo na pwede mong gamitin para ma-clarify or para mas maging concise and clear kung ano yung college course na ite-take mo sa college. Meron akong isang friend nung nasa APEC kami, nai-inspire siya sa hobby niya ng baking, namo-motivate siya and then nafu-fulfill siya kapag nakakapag-bake siya. So after namin graduate from APEC, ang kinuha niyang course is baking. And then this kind of question, what inspires or motivates you, can also help you lead to land your calling, your chosen meaningful way of life, or in college, your degree. Next question is, what are your strengths and weaknesses? What are your strengths and weaknesses? So Apex students, isa sa mga bagay na gusto ko rin i-confess sa inyo is I did not take accounting. I did not take financial management. Bakit? Because mahina ako sa math. That is my weakness. Numbers and then sasamahan mo pa ng letters. So nagkakagulo-gulo na siya sa isip ko. So this kind of question, what are your strength and weakness, can also help you na magland doon sa specific course or degree na pwede mong i-take sa college. And then for someone like me, maybe sa inyong mga APEC students na hindi rin kayo ganun ka-interested sa mathematics, so it can help you na hindi magland ng mga degree in core in degree sa college na mostly merong mga mathematics, or mostly primarily yung course nila is mathematics. Or maybe sa mga sa mga strength niyo naman, more on interpersonal, more on communication, more on writing. If that is your strength, maybe you can maximize that for you to land your degree in college. Next question is, what are your short and long-term goals? Meron na akong isang friend sa APEC, nung nasa APEC pa kami, and then he's still my friend as of now, na ang kanyang long-term goal is magtayo siya ng kanyang sariling accounting firm. Yun yung goal niya para sa kanyang career path. So nagkaroon siya ng ganung desire and long-term goals na magtayo ng accounting firm, and then spoiler alert, ang tinake niya pagdating namin ng college is accounting. Kasi meron siyang goal na magtayo ng accounting firm. So yung course na tinake niya sa college is accounting kasi yun yung aligned doon sa kanyang dream na magtayo ng accounting firm. Maybe Apex students, this question can also help you. Next, what extracurricular activities fulfill you? Bibigyan ko rin kayo ng isa pang story from my first-hand experience. When I was in APEC, I had the opportunity to perform my first public speaking final project. My final final project of public speaking sa communication sa aming course or sa aming subject way back then. And then that kind of extracurricular activities that I did fulfill me. And then dun ko nasabi na I have the desire to speak in public. I have the desire to inspire people through speaking. So maybe for some of you din, nung narinig nyo kanina sa introduction is I am a spoken word artist, isa rin yun sa reason. Nung nasa APEC ako, when I try to explore different extracurricular activities, when I explore public speaking, and then nagtuloy-tuloy siya up until napunta ako sa forte ng spoken word poetry, and then nagkaroon ako ng opportunity to speak in public, to speak at several churches, youth events. So, APEC students, what extracurricular activities fulfill you? At napakaraming extracurricular activities na ino-offer sa inyo ng APEC. You can explore that, you can experience everything that interests you para masabi ninyo ano yung ibang activities that fulfill you, that maybe help you to clear kung ano yung college course na iti-take nyo in the future. And then lastly is, what does your community need? Medyo mabigat itong question na to, but also this is essential. What does your community need? Maybe you can review your calling by asking you this kind of question. So, story again, meron akong friend din sa Apex School, na lumaki siya from slum area. And then na-experience niya firsthand kung ano yung pakiramdam ng mga nasa outcast community, yung mga taong walang ganong access sa city like us, unlike us, yung mga taong nakaka-experience ng firsthand poverty. Meron akong isang kaklase na gano'n yung experience niya when we were in APEC. And then after niyang mag-graduate sa APEC, pagdating niya sa college, ang tinake niyang course is mass communication. Ang tinake niyang course is journalism. And he and she used that first-hand experience she had with her community para ma-inspire siya na mag-take ng journalism, and as of now ginagamit niya yung kanyang training, ginagamit niya yung kanyang expertise para ibigay or para magsulat about sa kanyang community sa slum area and ask for help sa mga local government. So that is a deeper question and a deeper way for you to review your calling. But it is also possible for you to ask yourself this: what does your community need? Okay, so Apex students, once the first step for us to rediscover college readiness is to review your calling. And these are the set of questions na pwede mong itanong sa sarili mo for you to clarify kung ano yung degree na pwede mong kunin sa college. So next, okay, before I proceed sa ating next topic, edify your critical thinking. Once again, Apex students, are you there? May I ask for your heart reaction para ma-ensure na nandyan pa kayo and you're still following and still listening? Okay, yeah. Thank you for the heart reaction and um, participation. So let's proceed to the next step of our rediscovering college readiness. Edify your critical thinking. Edify your critical thinking. Bakit? Anong ibig sabihin ng edify? Edify means to improve morally and to improve intellectually. So you are able to think in a right way and you are think in an intellectual way. Bakit? Maybe nagtatanong kayo bakit kailangan ma-edify or kailangan ma-improve yung ating critical thinking. Yes, I do believe nasa APEC ginagawa niyo na ito. I do believe isa to sa maraming mga activities na na pinopropose or pinoprovide ang APEC para mas ma-improve nyo pa ang inyong critical thinking and also sa mga academic subjects ninyo. Pero bakit? Bakit kailangan natin mas ma-edify pa yung ating critical thinking pagdating sa college? Because in higher education or in college, it is not only about gaining knowledge, but also learning how to think. I'm going to highlight that. Pagdating nyo sa college, it is no longer about gaining knowledge. Sa college is not about gaining knowledge but learning how to think. Tuturuan ka na kung ano, hindi kung ano yung dapat mong isipin, pero kung paano ka dapat mag-isip. Kasi pagdating sa college, students, you may have higher education but not quality education. Okay, I'm going to highlight that. You may have higher education but not quality education. Bibigyan ko kayo ng isang first-hand experience na na-experience ko sa college. So ang aking pinursue ay human resource management, business ad major in human resource management. Isa sa mga subject namin sa human resource, pag-aaralan namin yung iba't ibang theory ng motivations. Isa yun sa mga subjects sa training and development para maging effective pa kami kung paano namin i-handle yung mga employee. So pag-aaralan namin o pinag-aralan namin yung mga list of motivational theories, iba't ibang motivational theories, and then kung sino yung nag-create or kung sino yung founder ng motivational theories na yon. And then mag-e-exam na kami and then nag-prepare kami for exam, and then ang ginawa namin kinabisado namin lahat ng motivational theories and then kung sino yung mga founder nila, kung sino yung mga forefather ng mga motivational theories. So memorization yung ginawa naming preparation for the exam. And pagdating ng exam, ang nangyari, ang nakalagay dun sa examination paper is, can you please choose one motivational theory, contradict it to other theories, and justify why is this the best motivational theories. So in college, I've learned this is not about gaining knowledge, but for me to learn how to think. Meron man akong higher education, but maybe wala akong quality education if I don't edify my critical thinking. Ganun din pagdating sa inyo Apex students. Maybe for some of you, you are aspiring to to pursue a psychology degree pagdating sa college. It is not about gaining knowledge kung ano yung mga personalities, kung ano yung mga psychological theories na pwede mong malaman, but for you to learn how to think, ano yung best psychological treatment na dapat mong i-apply sa iyong patient or sa iyong client. And also ganun din sa marketing. It is not about sa lahat ng mga terminologies about marketing, but for you to learn how to think ano yung best way for you to innovate and for you to improve your marketing strategies. So in higher education in college, edify your critical thinking students. Why? Because you are confronted not to gain knowledge, but to learn how to think. And then you may have higher education, but not quality education. Pero paano natin may ensure? Paano natin may ensure that you have a quality education? Quality education is the result of learning how to think. That is your challenge, APEX students, as you prepare for your college, as you prepare yourself sa degree na pinoprospect ninyong i-take in college for you to learn how to think. Ngayon, i-take natin one step further. Ano yung practical way para malaman natin I am learning how to think? Ano yung sabi nating sign or evidence for you to ensure that you are now edifying your critical thinking? The highest form of thinking is writing. The highest form of thinking is writing, and I do believe this is applied early as in apex school, as you are in grade 11, as you are in grade 12, na tinuturuan na kayong to write essays, research papers, capstone projects, or maybe baby thesis. Why? Because as you learn how to think, the best evidence is for you to write your thoughts. Again, ganun din sa experience ko nung college, dun sa exam na shinare ko kanina, is for me to prove that I really think through doon sa question is for me that I'm able to jot down and write down my thoughts. So sa way para ma-rediscover natin ang college readiness is to edify your critical thinking. Paano mo masasabing you are learning how to think? Try to write your thoughts. Try to improve your essays, your thesis, your research papers, and your capstone projects. So edify your critical thinking. Una, review your calling. Second, edify your critical thinking. So next, okay. So again, before tayo mag-proceed, can I ask once again for a heart reaction? Okay, for our APEC students. Okay, good. So thank you for your participation. So before we proceed, the next way for us to rediscover college readiness, aspire. Aspire to be a communicator. Bakit? Because pagdating ninyo ng college, you are only as good as how you communicate. You are only as good as how you communicate. Ano ibig sabihin nito? Students, pagdating nyo sa college, pagdating nyo sa higher education, you will begin building your credibility. Kaya nga ng sabi natin kanina, you are you are now narrowing, you are specifically narrowing your path pagdating sa college. Yung iba sa inyo magte-take ng business administration, pero anong major? Maybe financial, maybe marketing, maybe human resource. Yung iba sa inyo magte-take ng economics, yung iba sa inyo magte-take ng criminology or medtech or agriculture. Students, please take note of this. Pagdating nyo sa college, as you pursue your degree, you will begin building your credibility. And for you to ensure that you are credible, you are only as good as how you communicate. Bakit? Kasi let's say for example, ako yung guest speaker niyo for today. And then, ang topic is college readiness. And imagine kung ganito ako magsalita. Hi students, para maging prepare kayo for college, kailangan nyo maging ready sa mga documents, sa mga requirements, and then kailangan nyo lang ng positive mindset, and then positive um, yes, mindset. Kailangan niyo lang ng magandang mindset para okay kayo sa college. So, students, imagine that gano'n ako mag-talk sa inyo in this kind of college, in this event of with the topic of college readiness. Would you trust me as a credible resource speaker to talk to you about that, to help you to prepare for college? Kaya pagdating sa college, aspire to be a communicator because you are slowly building your credibility sa pag-handle mo maybe ng patient when you are pursuing psychology, maybe sa pag assess mo ng business strategy when you take marketing, or maybe because of the environmental issues na meron tayo ngayon as you take agriculture. So you are building credibility pagdating mo ng college and aspire to be a communicator because that is a reflection of your credibility. And one of the things, Apex students, for you to build confidence, I do believe confidence is one of the word na talagang life principle of APEC. One of the things that I've learned or gained sa aking APEC school experience is confidence. And how I build confidence is because I practice communication skills. And how I'm able to practice communication skills because I challenge myself to be credible. Isa sa mga bedrock ng communication skill is confidence. Hindi mo magi-struggle tayo na mag-speak publicly, magi-struggle tayo maging communicator if we don't have confidence. So the bedrock of communication skill is confidence, and the bedrock of confidence is credibility. If you are credible, that will fuel your confidence, and your confidence will fuel your communication skill. So, in college or before you get into college, students, aspire to be a communicator. In Apex School, hone your confidence. Pagdating sa college, hone your credibility. So pagsamahin nyo yung confidence, pagsamahin nyo yung credibility, and then you will have the communication skills and you will have a better career path. Okay? And then one thing, Apex students, pagdating sa aspiring to be a communicator, to test what you learned is to teach others what you learned. Isa yan sa mga in-apply namin sa aming circle nung nasa college pa kami para ma-test namin at mapatunayan namin na natutunan namin ng isang subject is that we are able to teach it to other person, to other people, to others. So to test what you learned is to teach others what you learned. So that is one of the things kung bakit kailangan nyo maging or to aspire to be a communicator. And one thing, Apex students, this I can give you first-hand experience. This I can give you. I cannot stress this enough. Communication skills give the best experience and opportunities in college. Kapag nahone mo yung credibility, kapag nahone mo yung confidence and your communication skills, you will have the best experience and opportunities in college. Mas magiging best experience yung college discussion mo or even sa report, magkakaroon kayo ng opportunities na makasali sa mga leadership organizations, sa mga extracurricular activities. Meron ka ring opportunities and experience to represent your college or your university pagdating sa competitions. And it is the bedrock of career readiness. So, students, I know if for some of you, you are in grade 11 or in grade 12, as early as of now, aspire to be a communicator. That is the sign of your credibility. And pagdating nyo sa college, I can vouch you this, you will have the best experience and opportunities. Okay? So aspire to be a communicator. Okay? So ano yung una nating step for us to rediscover college readiness? Review your calling. Second, edify your critical thinking. And then thirdly, aspire to be a communicator. Okay, so before we proceed sa pang-apat nating way in rediscovering college readiness, Apex students, alam nyo na, may I ask for a heart reaction if you're still there, if you're still following, okay, if you're learning something, okay? So before I proceed, Apex students, may I ask kung ano yung letter na kung saan tumatatak sa inyo as of now as we are undergoing this event or this topic? Kung review your calling, please type R. Kung edify your critical thinking, please type E. And then aspire to be a communicator, please type A. Okay, may I ask kung ano yung medyo talagang tumatatak na sa inyo as we proceed to this topic. Okay, kay Kristen Marie, it is R. Kay Sophia Vernice, it is A. Kay Kevin, R. Okay, kay Julian R, kay Arwin A, kay March Joshua R. Okay, good. So thank you, and thank you for your participation just to ensure that you are learning from this. Okay, so as we proceed to the next step, as we discover college readiness, define your two R's. Okay, define your two R's. So meron daw tayong dalawang R na kailangan nating i-define as we prepare for college. Ano yung unang R? responsibility. Ano ibig sabihin ng responsibility? It is the duty you are morally willing to take. It is the duty you are morally willing to take. So makita ninyo diyan sa mga cartoons and also sa mga areas of responsibility, that in and of itself, meron silang, that is a different topic, but um, we're just going to mention it, okay? Ano yung define your responsibility? Bakit? Pagdating sa college, gaya nga ng sabi natin, you are choosing your meaningful way of life, because where you spend your time in college, you're going to spend your life in college. So one of the things for you to rediscover college readiness, define your responsibility. Ano yung mga responsibility mo? You are responsible para i-discover kung ano yung study methods na applicable sa'yo. For some of you, maybe you are a visual learner. For some of you, maybe you are a kinesthetic learner. Or maybe for some of you, you are um, auditory learner, okay? And you are also responsible to manage your time. Kaya nga nasabi natin kanina, where you spend your time, you spend your life. Pagdating sa college, nandito na yung maybe may opportunities ka makapag-hangout with your new friends or with your professors, or maybe with yourself. But pagdating sa college, you have the responsibility to manage your time. And also organizational skills. Okay? Dun sa nabanggit natin kanina sa common ways of college readiness, yung preparing yung documents and requirements, napaka-importante din nun. Kasi pagdating sa college, you need to be more organized sa mga subjects, sa mga folders, sa mga documents. And then also, one of your responsibility is for you to be independent, for you to learn how to stand on your own. And then also, you're responsible to hone your confidence. At gaya ng nasabi natin kanina sa last or previous point, for you to hone your confidence is for you to hone yourself in your credibility, in your chosen degree, para yung credibility mo magfi-fuel ng iyong confidence at magfi-fuel ng iyong communication skills. So bigyan ko lang din kayo ng tip, pahapyawan ko lang din, kung bibigyan niyo ako ng isang formula kung paano ma-hone ang confidence ng students that are preparing for college, prepare your identity and your ability. Know who you are and know what you can do. Pag pinagsama mo yung identity and ability mo, you will have confidence. And then one of your responsibility then pagdating sa college is discipline. You are responsible to discipline yourself and to build good habits para mas maging malaki yung chance mo for college success. So define your responsibility, yun yung unang R. The pangalawang R is define your relationship, the people you bring with you on your college journey. So let's say for example, APEC students, yung best friend mo ngayon sa APEC, maybe hindi kayo parehas ng college course na iti-take in the future. Maybe makakasama mo siya sa same university pero magkaiba kayo ng course. Maybe for some of you, magkahiwalay talaga kayo ng university. So pagdating sa college, you will meet new people, you will create new friends, you will meet new peers. Kaya pagdating sa college, you have to define your relationship. Yung mga taong dadalhin mo throughout your college journey. You will meet your friends, your professors, and in college, magkakaroon kayo ng opportunity to meet your mentors. And in college, you will also build your career networks. So take for example sa aming circle of friend, nung nasa APEC kami, after namin makagraduate, nag-aral kami sa University of Rizal System Binangonan, pero magkakaiba kami ng college course. Yung iba nag-take ng accounting, yung iba nag-take ng marketing, nag-take kami ng HR, pero that circle of friend of ours is naging career networks na as we proceed to our career path, meron kaming sari-sariling expertise. So, as you prepare for college, Apex students, you have to define your relationship. Kung sino yung mga taong dadalhin mo sa college journey mo. Bakit? Why is it important for you to define your responsibility and to define your relationship? Kasi being responsible and having the right relationships increases your college success. Kapag responsible ka sa sarili mo and you have having the right relationship pagdating sa college, you will aim for college completion. Kaya nga sabi natin kanina, Apex students, ang isa sa mga importance ng college readiness to chase for college completion. Hindi you are not preparing for the sake of preparation, you are preparing for the sake of completion. And this is one of the things that I've learned kung bakit ako nakapagtapos ng college, because I took responsibility for myself and I defined the right relationship na dadalhin ko sa college. Okay? So define your responsibility and relationship. And the last tip and the last way for us to rediscover college readiness is to yearn to be the person you want to become. So maybe Apex students, isa ito sa mga topic or sa mga tips or advice na maybe hindi nyo ganun naririnig pagdating sa college readiness event, but I'm here to offer this to you, one of the most noble, notable, and even unmentioned advice for college readiness. Yearn to be the person you want to become. Bakit? Bakit importante? Because the highest sense of readiness is self-awareness. I'm going to repeat that. Bakit ko ino-offer sa inyo 'tong advice na 'to, to be the person you want to become in college? Because the highest sense of readiness is self-awareness. If you are aware of yourself, if you are aware of your identity, of your ability, of your skills, strength, weaknesses, and everything that make up of your identity, of your personhood, you will have the highest sense of readiness. How to be the person you want to be. Bibigyan ko lang kayo ng tip. Bibigyan ko lang kayo ng list. How to be the person you want to be. Live out your values and beliefs. Ano ba yung mga values mo sa buhay? Maybe you are valuing honesty, accountability, or empathy. And then pursue your passion and interest. Ano yung ano yung nagbibigay ng fulfillment sa ng satisfaction sa ng completion sa iyong pagkatao. And then pagdating sa college, build not only a career but character. This is very important. Meron kang higher education pero pagdating sa character, you failed, maybe you won't be the person you want to be. And then one of the things is maximize your skills and experiences. Ano yung skills na invest mo na sa sarili mo? Ano yung mga natutunan mo sa experience mo so far? And then follow your priorities and goals. And then aim to be a lifetime learner. So that is how you will be the person you want to be. Hindi ka lang sa college, hindi ka lang magpe-pursue for a degree para ma-pursue mo yung career na gusto mo, but you are studying in college for you to live out your values, that you are pursuing your passion, you are building character, and you are being a lifetime learner. Why you need to be the person you want to be? Because the highest sense of readiness is self-awareness. Ngayon, Apex students, kung maybe hindi pa kayo ganun ka-convince na as early as of now, kailangan mo ng pag-isipan kung anong klaseng tao ka in the future, kung anong magiging klaseng tao ka pagdating mo sa college. I'm going to give you an example. Sino na dito nakanood ng Disney movie na The Lion King? Can I have a heart react? Sino dito nakanood na ng movie ng The Lion King? Okay. So marami. Thank you for your heart reaction. Okay, hindi ko kukuwento lahat kung ano nangyari sa Lion King. Okay, I'm just going to give you one specific example. So sa scene na kung saan nakita na ni Nala si Simba, 'di ba? Okay, kung naalala niyo 'yun na lumaki na si Simba and then nasira na yung Pride Rock dahil sa leadership ni Scar. Umalis si Nala and then hinanap niya si Simba and then nagkita sila. Anong nangyari nung nakita ni Nala si Simba? Kinonfront ni Nala si Simba na sabi ni Simba, "You have to go back. You have to go back sa Pride Rock. Defeat Uncle Scar and redeem Pride Rock." Ayun yung sabi ni Nala. Ang confrontation ni Nala kay Simba, "Gawin mo 'to Simba, kailangan mo gawin lahat ng 'to at ito yung kailangan mong gawin. Pumunta ka dun, talunin mo si Uncle Scar and then ikaw yung maging hari ng ng kingdom mo." And then anong nangyari? Kinonfront ni Nala si Simba na sa lahat ng mga kailangan niyang gawin, sa lahat ng dapat niyang gawin, pero hindi sumunod si Simba, 'di ba? Sabi pa ni Simba at one point na yung pagiging hari hindi na daw siya yon. "I'm not that person." And then after 5 minutes, okay, of this after 5 minutes biglang lumitaw itong character na 'to. Okay, Apex students, can you please type in the chat box kung kilala niyo 'to? Kung talaga napanood niyong Lion King, okay? Sino 'yon? Sino 'tong sabihin nating unggoy na 'to? Sabi ni Mark Joshua, Rafiki? Okay, may question mark, hindi ka ba sure, Mark Joshua? Okay. Sabi naman ni Victor, hindi na po maalala, may memory loss. Baka 5 years old ka pa, Kurt, nung last mong napanood yung Lion King. Sabi ni Jean Rafael Rafiki, okay. So after ma-confront ni Nala si Simba sa lahat ng mga kailangan niyang gawin, lumabas itong character na 'to. At ang pangalan niya, yes, tama kayo, si Rafiki. Lumabas si Rafiki sa scene. Anong ginawa ni Rafiki? Nakipaglaro siya kay Simba. Sabi ni Rafiki, "I know where your father or I know who is your father." And then dahil nga idol ni Simba yung kanyang father na si Mufasa, sinundan niya si Rafiki. So naghabulan sila, naglaro sila hanggang dumating sila diyan sa tawagin na nating pond. Okay? And then ang goal ni Rafiki is ipakita kay Simba yung kanyang father Mufasa. And then anong nangyari? Pinak Tumingin si Simba doon sa reflection niya sa water, and then na-disappoint siya kasi nakita niya lang yung sarili niya. And then sabi ni Simba, "That is not my father. It is just my reflection." And then sabi ni Rafiki, "No, you have to look carefully." Sabi ni Rafiki. And then pag-touch ni Rafiki nung water sa pond, nakita ni Simba ang reflection ng kanyang father. And then nagkaroon ng encounter si Simba kay Mufasa, to the point na sabi ni Mufasa, "Remember who you are. Remember who you are." And then after that, anong nangyari? Simba ran away. Simba ran away. And then biglang tinanong siya ni Rafiki, "Where are you going? Saan ka pupunta?" And then sabi ni Simba, "I'm going back. I'm going back. I'm going back to the Pride Rock, defeat Uncle Scar, and redeem my kingdom." And then nanalo si Simba and na-redeem niya yung Pride Rock. Ano ang pwede nating matutunan dito? In contrast, nung kinonfront ni Nala si Simba, "Eto yung kailangan mong gawin, eto yung kailangan mong gawin, eto yung kailangan mong gawin." Kahit na alam ni Simba na yun yung kailangan niyang gawin, hindi pa rin niya ginawa. Pero 5 minutes later nung lumabas si Rafiki, pinakita ni Rafiki kay Simba kung sino siya and who he is meant to be. Biglang na-realize ni Simba kung ano ang kailangan niyang gawin. When Simba realized who he is and what he could become, he realized the things that he needs to do. So that is a Disney movie. Ano ang pwedeng natin matutunan sa scene na to pagdating sa college readiness? College readiness is preparing who you want to become, and what you need to do follows. Gaya ni Simba, kapag binombard tayo ng lahat ng information na ito yung kailangan nating gawin para ma-prepare tayo sa college, most likely maybe hindi rin natin gagawin. But if I offer to you, Apex students, this opportunity for you to take self reflection, to know the person that you want to become in college, maybe the best preparation is self awareness, and what you need to do follows. Again, the highest form of readiness is self-awareness. At ang matututunan natin sa Lion King pagdating sa college readiness, alamin mo kung anong klaseng tao ka ang gusto mong maging pagdating sa college. Make sure that it is good, make sure that it is beneficial, and it is the right identity and person. You want as you prepare who you want to become, what you need to do will follow. Gaya ni Simba. So, bakit? Kasi what happens in university happens everywhere. kung kung anong klaseng character ang tinake mo, ang binild mo or ininvest mo sa sarili mo in college, what happens in your university days happens everywhere. Kaya marami tayong mga tao ngayon or sabihin natin mga political leaders na hindi gano'n kaganda yung character nila because that is who they are pagdating because that is who they are nung nasa college sila, nung nasa university days sila. Kaya for you to prepare for your college Apex students, for you to be the person you want to become, the right person, the good person, so that what you need to do follows. So, Apex students, yearning who you want to become, make your college journey meaningful. I'm going to repeat that. Yearning who you want to become makes your college journey meaningful. And as early as of now, grade 11 and grade 12 Apex students, having meaning in life is the new form of readiness and the new form of success. Having meaning in life is the new form of readiness, the new form of success. So, Apex students, as we wrap up this talk, this event, how are we going to rediscover college readiness? Review your calling, edify your critical thinking, aspire to be a communicator, define your responsibility and relationships, yearn to be the person you want to become. Apex students, kapag na-apply nyo tong notable ways na to for you to rediscover college readiness, I promise you, you are ready. I promise you, you are ready. Once you review your calling, you edify your critical thinking, and aspire to be a communicator, you define your responsibility and relationships, yearn to be the person you want to become. You rediscover college readiness, not for the sake of preparation, but for college completion. So, Apex students, I hope that you learned something from me. And thank you for inviting me here in this event. And I an Apex student like you. And Apex students, see you in the finish line. Thank you. God bless you all.